What is up, UTLR Live? I am your host, LRS, here with the UTLR F2 Series. I'm joined up in the booth, as always, by my buddy SP and the league owner, Alex. Both of them are going to be our in-race reporters here today in Zandvoort, where we have a sprint. The track, already busy, guys. We got rain coming in qualifying, so we're all out there. What are your thoughts?
I'm fucking running. I'm going as fast as I can because I need to set a lap down.
Well, you're going to be the first one. Alex, what is your thought?
Actually, it's Jake
I did
still.
some practice before the race here, and very interesting track. I don't know what to think of it. Definitely high speed, but tight corners as well. So we're gonna see what we get done before the rain hits, and hopefully have some good luck.
Yeah, Alex, multiple banked corners on this racetrack. Kind of reminds me of a oval in some spots. What do you think of that? How does that play into your favor?
You know, I kind of like it, honestly. I think it's going to play into my favor as we get into the sprint and the feature once I figure out how the track runs. But I don't know. We'll see how this qualifying run goes, and hopefully we'll learn a lot in the sprint and take what we can get.
So much traffic.
Oh,
On
it's
board with
raining.
Nick, I see the rain. Yeah, the rain coming down in the middle sector. So everyone who's out there now is in a good spot to get one fast lap. That's it. You're not going to probably be able to get another one. We'll be sitting here for 30 minutes contemplating what we could have done better. Yeah. Track's going to lose grip here in the third sector. Jay's in the best spot, in my opinion, because this rain coming down, the track's going to get really loose. He's going to be the first across the line. I think everybody from Ducky forward is going to be okay. Maybe from HD forward. It depends how hard this rain comes down.
Well, Ducky's on an
board.
out lap, so he won't have a time to throw a lap down.
Yeah, he won't. We're going to get on board with Jay, who's going to set the benchmark time here in Zandvoort. Let's see what Jay can do in his Prema. Obviously, P1, 121.0. Next up behind him, Tomato, 119.6. Behind Tomato is Days, 121.0. Clean goes second with a 119.650 by 4 100ths behind. SP goes third with a 126, exactly 1 second behind. Hunter goes third with a 119.9, about 3 tenths behind the top two. Load broke seventh, a 123.0. Here comes more people to the line. Alex, P8, 125.6. Deport, P7, 122.4. And again across the line, Ova, 123.5. The track is getting wet. Here comes more drivers. That's Sammy crossing the line. Cole, he crosses the line, goes 12th with a 126. Sammy goes 11th, a 123. We've had contact somewhere on the track. Cole has a 5-place grid penalty for contact with Sammy. So, Nick, looks like we're not going to get really much more competitive laps. Looks like you're going to be P4 ahead of your teammate. You're probably pretty happy with that.
Well, Jay was shit-talking me the last few weeks, saying that he's way better than me, so I've decided to take that personally, and I'm going to try to see if I can outrun him tonight. Woo, baby, it's loose!
Alex, you're not last on pace, but you are back there. You're not going to be on pole for the feature. You're probably going to start 12th in both races. How's the car feel? Well, he then jumped up to 9th, so down to 13th. Ducky's going to cross the line. He's going to be the last person to set a competitive lap time. He jumps into the top 10.
Well, I will say both of my laps I'm not happy with. In practice, I did a lot better and overshot turn one on both laps, and it killed the entire lap. So, not pleased, but we'll take what we can get.
What kind of lap times were you around, Alex?
Probably. See, my best is a 125 right now. So I think I was running probably low 124s. Wasn't too much faster, but this rain is going to kill us.
Yeah, well, guys, we are not going to see really probably any more action throughout the rest of qualifying. We have 25 minutes to discuss anything we want. So I guess let's go over how people are currently lined up. We'll start with Nick. Nick, besides yourself, any surprises up there?
HD with a P3 is a pretty solid lap. I actually like that. Very nice lap from him. He was behind me. Tomato, Clean, HD, and myself were all in a line together. So us four all ran around the same lap. I ran a 120.6. That's a really good lap for myself, I think. But yeah, Jay fifth, nice. First, I think this would be the first time I've outqualified Jay this season if it stays like that. Which looking at the forecast, we're supposed to have rain. Um, Here's the kicker, Luke. The rain is supposed to stop.
Ooh, right at the end of
It's supposed
qualifying.
to stop before the end of qualifying.
Ooh.
It'll be done in about 10 minutes. So, you know what, Luke? I don't think we've seen the last of that yet.
Well, interesting. Lodebroke just came out of the pits as everybody's parked in their stalls. On the wet tires, maybe he wants to get some practice in for, you said the sprint's going to have rain, right?
Yeah, the sprint will definitely have rain in it, as it looks like. Let me double check that. Yeah, the sprint's going to start off with some rain.
I'm inviting Heathen in. He's saying there's a big issue. So.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's going to be raining for about 10 minutes into the sprint. So that's about 80% of the race. So we'll see how that goes. Why is that? Oh.
Just if he gets disqualified, if he goes out on the track and gets disqualified, tell him to drive backwards. It'll put him at the rear of the field.
No. What we'll do...
Yes. It'll still put him at the rear of the field. If you get disqualified, it completely disallows your lap time. He'll be behind INF.
Breaking news here in the broadcast booth. Jay, my teammate, has got a qualifying ban, so his 5th place might be revoked here. So I was either gonna beat him no matter what with my lap. So, flip it. Good. Send it in. We'll look at it. Okay. Anyway, so Luke, yeah, looking at the top 5, my big fat ass is 4th. That's beautiful. And to point out, I am only a second behind Tomato. That is insane. I am right there with Tomato. That might be that's crazy.
Well, I just informed Jay that he needs to
I hear his crew.
rid his lap.
I hear the team working. Oh, they're taking his car out. So you gonna actually do it?
I think so.
It won't kick him out of the race, right?
No, it's just going to disqualify him, and it'll put him behind INF.
I'll be right back. Clean invite me to a party, unless I should join him. And Lord,
Up to you.
let me join him real fast since we got a little time.
Okay, bye.
Well,
Here you see Jay out in turn number 1, backing up. Reversing on the circuit. Pretty sure he just got... No, it did not disqualify him. If he parks in a dangerous location, so like the exit of pit road, it'll probably do it too. Bro, just turn the car around and drive backwards. He's trying to back up, but the game won't let him go in reverse. Oh! Oh! Yeah.
It's gonna make him.
If he just parks on the track, it'll disqualify him.
I'll say this is quite entertaining though.
Yeah. We have nothing else to do for 20 minutes. There you go. Jay just got disqualified, so he will drop down after this lap right here. Yep, and there he is, P16 behind INF.
Yeah, Luke, I'm really interested to see how this plays out with qualifying. With the track, we're going to start with the rain letting up, and we're going to see maybe the track might just be dry enough. in the last 5 minutes to get another good lap in.
Yeah, if the rain lets up, and on top of that, the track's not really going to dry, Alex, unless people drive on it. So it's going to be hard for people to get back out there. I feel like people will. You know, there's really nothing to DRS disabled, so that's how you know it's raining hard enough. But yeah,
Who's on track right now? We got Outlaw.
oh, on
Oh,
wet tires or on
no.
dry tires.
That's like he's taking a bold option of going on softs.
Yeah, I guess he just wants to feel how the car is. Maybe if he can handle it, if the rain maybe ends at the end of the sprint, if he could switch on early and maybe get an advantage.
That's part of my problem is, you know, hearing that you're going to get maybe one shot run with maybe 2 laps on this track prior to qualifying and overshooting my turn one entry just completely ruins the entire run. Getting up in the gravel, had debris on my tires, didn't work out so well. So, but like you said, Luke, this track is a little bit of a NASCAR track to me. It has those vibes because it's got the banking corners, it's got those oval feels to it. There's just a lot of high pace on this track that honestly, in practice, I was slowing down for, not realizing, hey, I can take this a lot faster. So this track is going to bring back some probably NASCAR feels for some with the high speeds, but definitely with the rain in the sprint, I think it's going to be an interesting one to watch because we're going to see the pace be slower, and yeah, I'm interested to see what
Yeah.
happens.
Jay, obviously not happy, texting me. You and the admins are world class. I didn't even know I had a quali ban. Well, not my fault. You should have known that.
Well, it was in the penalty report.
Exactly. Gets updated every day, so. Hello.
No, he retired.
Yeah, he retired the car, and with Jay's disqualification, he moves behind INF, so they're 15th and 16th.
All right, my audio is officially included again. So here's the top storylines. Jay is ass. No offense, Jay. No, he was kind of upset that we didn't tell him that he had a qualifying ban and that he used that set of tires. And I'm like, yep, that's kind of our bad.
Not really, because it was posted in
It's
the
in the penalty report.
that we made up 4 days ago. It's been posted in Discord, and when some new gets put into Discord, it lights up as a something. Hey, you should read and pay attention to.
So I have a question. Do we still have rain?
Yeah, it's pouring. They turned off DRS. Not a single car is out on track. I am staring at the paddock right now. I have nothing to look at.
I'll go on a set of wet tires real fast, and I'll give the booth something to watch.
Yeah, you're gonna bring us on a track tour and take us through the turns.
Yeah, so let's take a ride on board with me right now. I'm gonna come out of the pits on wet tires. Looks like it's almost done. I'll have plenty of time to do another lap if it stops. But yeah, it's raining right now. Kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour. By the way, my best qualifying efforts was 6th at Spa. So 4th right now is very good. And that Spa race also had rain, like this. It was a quick 5 minutes and then rain. So anyway, Sector 1 we just passed. Coming here, Sector 1. This is a really tricky corner. Saw a lot of wrecks in a lot of the wheel-to-wheel races here. Little bit of a nice banked corner here. One of the 2 banked corners they have. Up the hill. Full throttle. You're pretty much full throttle all the way up the hill. And then gotta slow it down here. Right on the bumps. Don't want to hit that one. This one's okay. This is sector 2, by the way. Gotta be very careful. Gotta hit this corner really nice. You gotta get right on that bump or right close to the edge. And start drifting and all that. Very tricky corner here, but very fun to get out of. If you get a good run, DRS will hit you right there. One of the 2 DRS zones.
And then
Sorry, my Carson Ware shirt has came. Anyway, shout out Carson Ware, my boy. Anyway, sector 3 here. This is the hardest turn in the track, or on the track, in my opinion. You have to line it up good, but it kind of tricks you. It's almost like a little more than a 90-degree turn. But then after, this is probably my favorite part. If you get a great exit and that's penultimate corner, you're wide open, huge run, all the way down the front stretch. And then into turn 1, I'll show you what a hot lap will look like on wets. You want to go really slow. Car likes to slide. I'm also on a medium traction control. I'm not on the full traction control, so it is a little harder for me to drive. I'll be a little more looser, but I'll have a little more speed, I think. Anyway.
now through that bank section right there, Nick.
Yeah.
I think there's about 3 lines you can run: the bottom, the middle, and the top.
Absolutely, yeah. You can run all 3 lines. It just depends on what speed you're trying to... Are you trying to get a run for this straight? Or are you trying to overcome and overtake someone in that corner? You might want to go a little deeper. Or you could try a crossover move. We did... Oh, I'm going to go in the gravel here a little bit. But me and Clean practiced a couple different lines on that part. And you could really pass in any lane there. It just depends on how you get a good exit off. I recommend going up high and then trying to exit as low as you can. Get a great exit. And that's kind of what I did in my qualifying run. If you actually look at the times, I had the same Sector 1 as Tomato and Clean, which was crazy. We all 3 had similar Sector 1s. And that's where I really picked up my time. And then Sector 2 kind of fell off a little bit. Still struggling a little bit. Sector 3 also a little bit. But yeah, you could look. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's kind of a lap around Zandvoort. Still raining.
The most technical section of this track is probably going to be Sector 2, wouldn't you agree?
Honestly, Alex, I think you're right. The only part of Sector... The only part I think that's challenging in the other sectors is Sector 3 in that penultimate quarter, as I said. It's like that 90-degree turn that's more like a 90 to 110-degree turn almost. And
right
these cars are...
right before the penultimate corner?
Right before the
banking.
Right before the banking there, come into the start-finish line. It's just because in those F1 cars, you can just check up a touch and you can almost go full throttle once you turn the car. In these cars, they're more like an Indy car. You have more power steering almost, so you have to really try to hit that corner well, but you have to go slow. You can't go fast. So
See,
that's just kind of my goal.
The opposite. The biggest corner, at least to me, and would be that right-hander 90-degree corner right going into Sector 3 to start.
That little
little chicane.
half circle.
Yeah.
That is also a really challenging corner too, I will say. That is a harder.
It's very tight, and it's probably the tightest corner on the track.
Correct. Yeah, what the good thing about it, it's a little wider. There's not a lot of runoff also, which sucks. But yeah, anyway, Luke. What's the weather look like? How do we look out there? Still raining?
Still pouring.
All right. If it's still pouring by 5 minutes, I'm not going out again.
It's saying that it should be clearing up the next probably 10 minutes. It's going to be like probably borderline, honestly.
One thing I want to mention too, because I've driven this track a couple of times before, there's a few places where the curbs are very deadly. You will literally get on the curb and the car will turtle and you will literally just go straight. I think Nick can confirm that. It's that penultimate corner he was talking about over by the start of the third sector, or like the middle part of the third sector. It happens in the exit of turn 2, the turn 1 hairpin chicane. and then it happens down at the right-handed corner in the middle of Sector 2.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
Nick?
What were you saying about going off track or something like that? Sorry, I was doing something.
The curbs. If you get on some of the curbs on this track in specific locations, the car will just turtle and go straight.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, in sector 2 where that kind of angled like pretty sharp right-hander there, a little bit of the flowy corner. Yeah, that corner right there, and then the one like you said in the penultimate corner, that one too. Those two are really really notorious for doing that. Um, yeah, it's challenging, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna.
have 8 minutes left. I think it's raining hard enough where we're not going to go back out.
Yeah, I want to point out we're supposed to have rain in the sprint or feature as well, but late. I don't know. I
Yeah,
clicked
this
feature
is gonna be
race.
back and forth because they're talking about it's changing quite significantly. They're talking about rain late in the feature race. They're talking about rain almost half or more of the sprint race. We'll see if it even dries up at the end of qualifying. We may get like a little break between the end of qualifying into the sprints. It's a hit and miss, honestly. It could be very strategic for the drivers if we have a back and forth event.
Yeah, and based off of recent UTLR success, I'm actually willing to talk about this out loud, you guys, Nick and Alex. Our sprint races have been insane, in a good way, and that's why we have a sprint again here in Zandvoort. Are you guys looking into or possibly open to having sprints for the rest of the season leading up to the playoffs?
I thought we already decided that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was down for it. I thought drivers already said that they were wanting to, so
More practice, more
All right, well, that's a good
points,
sign.
and more of a break. 'Cause you also get that little break too in between, to rest for a second. Gives you like a minute or two, which is good. But yeah. Since the rain is still here, it has not decided to go away yet. Let's talk about some other things since we have nothing better to do. So we usually do our over-unders and race picks and all that later in the run and before the race starts, but it's a little too early. We have nothing better to do. Let's get it out of the way. As far as safety cars, do we think we're going to see some safety cars tonight?
Hell yeah.
yes.
Absolutely.
Bro said,
Especially in that
hell
third
yeah.
sector. Especially in that third sector, the walls are really close to the track. That is what's going to determine safety cars. Especially turn 1, 2 with that little, 2-foot high wall right there in the curb and everyone trying to get in there together at the same time. The track's going to be blocked. There's also a lot of places to spin the tires and spin out. I think we're going to see multiple safety cars, 2 or 3 tonight.
Yeah, and you can't pass on this track at all. It is so hard to pass. You have 2 DRS zones, which is really helpful. But yeah, if you don't make a pass, you're riding along until you get to the next DRS zone. There's no way for you to pass unless the guy in front of you makes a mistake. So it's going to really just rely tonight on consistency. Whoever's more consistent is going to win this race.
Oh,
What's up?
the rain has stopped. It is no longer raining.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be the first one to go out on track.
See if anybody does go out. With
If anybody goes out, I think they'll go out with about that 2:30 mark. Give the track some time to dry.
Needs to attempt to dry off.
Yeah. But Alex, let's hear your pick on the safety cars. And Nick too. You didn't really say a number. I cut you off.
I think we're going to see 2 tonight. Well, I think we're going to see 2 in the sprint. Or no, 1 in the sprint, and I think we'll see 2 in the feature.
Right.
I'm thinking the same thing. Probably about. I'm going to go really under here and say that we're only going to have 1 in the sprint.
What about the feature?
Now, with the sprint, though, we'll say 1. But I would not. If we have rain, I'm going to be bold and not count out a possible red flag. Just due to the nature of this track, how flowy it is, and with the high speed, and with rain. In the first few laps, definitely watch for a couple big wrecks to happen. Like you said, walls are very tight on a few corners. You're going to see drivers get stacked up, and there's going to be just nowhere to go. As far as the feature goes, we see drivers get on track, which could be good. But in the feature, I think 1 to 2 in the feature. By that point, drivers will have it figured out. Um, and if we have a dry track by that point, then definitely it'll probably be 1 in the feature if we have one. I'm gonna stay around with the 1 mark.
You think we see someone improve
Right.
their time here since it is a dry track? Although it's not a dry track yet, it's still a little wet out there. But do we think we see some people improve times?
I'm gonna try because I screwed up because I was also talking during my laps, so I'm gonna go out and try to improve.
All right, I'm sorry I'm a little quiet right now. I am trying to tally up people's wins throughout the season so I can add it to the
DRS
all-time
has been
wins.
enabled.
Means the track is drying. The track does look like there is a dry lane in the middle sector. Now we're having racing right here between 2 cars. That is Ovo and Tomato. Actually, no, it's not. It's Cole. Oh, gotta be careful. They are side by side. Both of them are trying to run a competitive lap time. They're both on a flyer, still side by side into turn 1. Cole's gonna back out of it. The track is definitely dry. These soft tires are working for these guys. It's time to go out. Here comes Nick. Tomato and Cleaner out there, so they're gonna improve. Let's see if Hunter comes out.
Where's Clean at on track?
He is just now crossing the line to get to the 2nd sector. So this season, Tomato has 5 wins, including features and sprints. INF has 3. Clean has 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 total. So we only got a couple of minutes here. How's the track feel, Nick?
Still a little slippery. Definitely a little loose right now. But we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, we will see what happens. We're going to watch on board. Ooh, Cole left the session. Not sure he meant to do that. We're going to watch on board with Tomato right now. I'm trying to figure out where Tomato is on track. Oh, I see. Okay. He's off pace right now. So what Clean can do. Yeah, track's still a little bit damp. Clean, though, getting nice traction out of the corner. But he's going to lift. I don't think it's worth it. Nick, what do you think?
I'm gonna try.
They're just not getting the...
Yeah, there's no grip out there. I'm shutting it down. It's not dry enough. I'm gonna save these set of tires. It's not worth it right now. If someone improves, good for them. I don't think anyone's touching my time. I'm happy with it. Yeah, people are pulling into the pits now.
Yeah, that's Tomato coming into the pit lane. Next person across the line is going to be Hunter to start a flyer. Next up, crossing the line is going to be Dude Chef. He's starting a flyer.
Oh, we got a car hard into the wall over here, by the way, in Sector 2.
Ovo. Here comes Alex across the line. See if he can improve. No. 3.5 seconds slower. Qualifying is over. Tomato is done. Clean is out there, but he is not going to improve, so he is not going to sit on pole. Let's see what Hunter is doing in the 1st sector, if he can take any improvements. No, 4 seconds down, he is done. Ovo is done. Nick is done. Days is 5th. Clater is 6th. Deport is 7th. Ducky improved, actually, up to P9 ahead of Loadbroke.
Very nice from
Ducky
Ducky.
improved on his lap.
I knew the Duckster could do it.
Alex is out there right now trying to get another flyer in. So are a couple of other cars, Sammy and Heathen. Now it says Heathen is 5/10 down. What he doesn't want to see is Sammy improve or Alex. Alex, it says, is up 6/10 in the 1st sector, which will put him at a 124.9. Now it says 491 through the middle. So he's finding pace out there as the track does dry. Sammy comes off the final corner. He'll cross the line. We'll see if he can improve. It's a 123.7. He goes to a 123.5, so he does improve, but he does not gain a position. Oh, and a car really sideways in front of Alex. Oh, my goodness. He almost T-boned him. Think that was Heathen.
That killed him.
Alex crosses the line, cannot improve from that.
That killed the opportunity. I was definitely up on pace, slightly faster, and that kind of did me in, but all good. Track
Heathen
was
and
slick.
Deport are going to be starting on the sprint pole position.
No, it's
on pole for the feature.
Ducky and Lodbroke. It's the top 10 that starts. 10th and 9.
Is it? I thought it was 8th. And...
No, it's top 10.
All right. Well, then, Ducky and Lodbroke, the two most underrated drivers the past few races, in my opinion, starting on pole for the sprint.
I kind of hate that I'm starting so far back in the sprint. Go ahead, Alex.
But you're starting 4th in the feature.
I think if I get a podium tonight, I think that's good enough for me at some point. I just want a podium.
I hope you win.
I don't think I could win. It would be fucking epic. The only track I've ever won an open wheel race was here, so.
Well, I was told it's supposed to rain in the sprint, and it's sunny as hell out there.
Yep, dude, it's definitely gonna rain. It's raining. It is 100% raining.
Wow, it changed again.
Ryan Sandberg has died at 65, by the way.
Don't know who that is. Start with SP.
Me. I'm winning the sprint. Fuck it.
All right, Alex.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking. Fuck. You know what, SP? I'm gonna pull for you.
All right, Alex. I got you.
I'm pull for you. Fuck it.
Alex picked SP to win the sprint. SP picked SP to win the sprint. LRS picked SP to win the sprint. It's a SP sweep.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen, but we're gonna give it a shot for the memes.
Yeah, here we go. The fiber lights come on ahead of the sprint in oh my goodness, it's Zandvoort. It's lights out and away we go. Lodbroke got a decent jump. Ducky got a better one. He's going to beat him down into turn 1. Is back behind them. Looks like Nick's making a move on Days, who got a bad start as everybody goes into the first corner. Contact between Nick and Hunter, I think, or maybe Days. It is Ducky in the lead. Lodbroke second. Clater's coming at Heathen for third. Everyone going slowly into the banking. Hunter up to 5th. Yellow in the back. Looks like Days around.
May have hit him.
Everyone got through pretty clean. This is not going to be clean, though. Through here, oh, almost contact. Oh, big contact and around they go and back across the track. Somehow everybody avoided. That was Clater and Lodbroke making contact. Up front, though, still Ducky, 1.3 seconds over Heathen. SP's in 6th. He started in, I think, 6th or 7th. Tomato is 7th, INF 8th after starting 16th. What he did last week. SP making a move down the inside of Deport. Deport turns in on him, goes off in the gravel, then comes back on. Gonna have to give that spot back. Oh, Tomato gets into Deport, who puts Nick in the grass, and then now they're pinched into each other.
I got hooked. I'm on medium traction control. I did not mean to hit Eddie.
Hunter got by Heathen. He's up to 2nd. Now Heathen's trying to hold off clean, but Ducky leads lap 1. Oh, and Hunter's crashed on the straightaway. Oh, he's up. Oh my goodness.
Red flag.
Tomato is out. People still hitting each other. Hunter was up on his side. Red flag.
Hey, Luke, I called it. I literally said in the first couple laps.
Yeah, Alex, you did. At the beginning of the stream, you said we might see a red flag, and we did.
I knew it. I had an awesome. This track is very racy.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of chaos on this track before. Nick got his first wheel-to-wheel win here, his first and only podium because of chaos. It's playing out again. Could it work out again? We all picked him to win. He's still in it. He's going to get a fresh front wing, but now everyone's going to be forced to switch tires, and they're going to be short in the feature.
So what happened there? I did not get a good angle. What happened with
Hunter was bump drafting HD and just hooked him into clean, or into tomato.
And Luke, I will say,
we go.
I ran to the back of HD, and nothing happened. I got no damage, which was very shocking.
Lights out and away we go again. SP with a brilliant start through the middle. Gets by Dudechev, gets by Deeport. Looking at Heathen for the lead. Nick on the inside is going to go from 4th to 3rd. Now 2nd. A hodgepodge. And it's INF and SP 1st and 2nd. Ducky 3rd. Nick with an incredible move. I was on board with him. Just went to the inside past everybody. Deeport out of the race. Another big crash. Load broke involved. Alex is up to 8th in the final points paying position. Clean up to 3rd, gets by Ducky. Wow. Nick, opinions?
No opinion, I'm racing.
That was crazy. Jay up to 5th after starting 16th. INF started 15th, he's 1st.
Ran in 10 minutes, by the way.
Takes about a minute and 10 seconds, minute and 15 seconds to do a lap. It'll be here on the last lap if that's accurate. Way deep goes Clater, puts a tire in the gravel, but gets by Heathen. Yellow flag behind, looks like Cole around, yes, with contact, no front wing. It is INF by 1.3 over Nick, and then Clean all over him. Ducky in P6. There's a huge train behind Sammy for 4th. And if this stays green and Nick makes no mistakes, he might get that podium he wished for. They have a huge gap. It's been a long time since Nick got a podium. Actually, it was his sprint victory, I think, in Saudi.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, a long, long time ago. INF 1.4 seconds ahead. Nick and Clean keeping it pretty competitive for him. They're really putting time on Sammy and Jay, though. And with Tomato out of the session, Hunter out of the session, those are the two main contenders in the championship. INF going to gain 8 points on them here. He's going to cut the championship lead down. If he can win the sprint to 19, he would move ahead of Clean in 2nd place. But Clean is got to get by SP, and he'll have a shot at INF. Oh, Nick taps the right rear on the wall. Clean going to go by. Nick's going to let him. They're gaining time on the people behind him, so Nick just has to keep it clean, and he'll be all right. Nick gets the DRS, or no, he doesn't. He'll turn on this time.
Yep.
Yeah. INF out there 2.2 seconds. Can Clean close on him? Or can INF for the 2nd week in a row start last and finish 1st in the sprint? Oh, Clean over the bump right there. Really bottomed out. Had to get out of the gas. Sammy put a big gap on Jay, so there's no DRS there, but Ducky really keeping it competitive with Jay for a top 5 right now. They're together as Clater's 1.5 back. Alex is in 8th place, holding off Ovo, Days, and Heathen for that final point. Ovo locked the right front tire behind Alex right there, went deep. That opened the door for Days, who does not yet make a move. Oh, and Ovo again locked the right front tire. Now Days is going to go to his inside, and he did what we talked about right there pre-race. Oh, he keeps locking up that right front tire, but he bottomed out on the curb. Right here, side by side between Ducky and Clater. This for 6th. Ducky must have made a mistake. Fell out of the grip of Yeti. Clater's up to 6th now. Alex is really going to battle for that final point. He does have 1 point. He got it in Australia in the... Oh, contact! The teammates at Art come together. Days and Heathen behind Alex. That's going to make Alex happy. He's got a big gap now. Well, Nick, if you don't make a mistake, you probably got a podium in the bag, but now you can talk that 4 or 5 wide move on the restart to get up to 2nd. What did you see there?
I saw a hole and I took it.
That was crazy.
I don't know. I made very slight contact too. I don't think I hit anyone super hard, which was really good.
I think you hit the inside wall, not anybody else. Trying to avoid them.
Yeah.
Clean is about still 2.3, 2.4 behind INF, not really closing. Nick lost time to Clean, but is still the same distance ahead of Sammy. Sammy has never finished on podium, by the way, in UTLR's F2 series. This will be a good points haul for the Prema team. Nick in third, Jay in fifth. Now, Nick, I saw you. I'll wait until you get on the straightaway before I ask the question so you don't get distracted.
What's up?
I saw you turn, and you said you turned on that medium traction control. On both restarts, you got a fantastic jump. You think that maybe aided in that?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, I got speed. I told you I was gonna try something different tonight. I'm definitely getting a penalty for wrecking Days on lap 1. I just absolutely hit him. I might have to go back and look at the replay. I don't know exactly how bad it was, but I definitely smacked him and spun him. He didn't get too much damage, which was good, but I definitely wrecked him. So I'll have to look at that and see what we look at that. That might be I might take another quali ban for next week for that.
Clater gets by Jay, moves himself into the top 5. Battle going on here all between this pack. Ovo, Days, and Heathen. They're still behind Alex, who's defending well, but goes off in the grass. Gonna have the preferred lane, though. Could get the runoff. No, Ovo gets by him. He gets loose. Days is side by side with Alex. Going into the S's. That's a little squirrely through there. This is where we saw the wreck on lap 1. Looks like everyone's gonna get through there, though. Oh, and Days goes deep almost into Alex right there. Nick extending his gap 5/10 this lap over 4th place Sammy. I don't know if Nick wants a safety car or wants it to stay green. Nick, what do you want?
I don't know. I just want to finish. If I finish third, I'll take third. I mean, I know I have a chance of going after INF and Clean. I don't know, though.
Days and Heathen get by Alex. Looks like Alex has left front wing damage. Not sure where he got that.
Well, I know Hayden's got some damage because he bumped me and almost sent me sideways into the wall.
Rip. Yeah, Heathen definitely does have damage on the right front. No end plate there. Nick gained a second there, fourth.
Probably.
So Nick gained a second there on Sammy for third, but he lost about 4/10 to Clean, who's lost 4/10
Oh, we got
to
a
INF,
crash.
a yellow flag.
Yeah.
Jay. Or no, Ducky, sorry, it's Ducky around, but no one really around him, so he's going to keep it straight. And now he's going to be in a battle here with Ovo, with Days, and with Heathen. Oh my goodness. Ovo almost into the back of Ducky right there, locked up the right front. Which he's done a lot in this race. He just goes straight when he does it. He's looking to the inside of Ducky, locks the right front again. Almost got into Ducky, backs out of it though.
We're going to have
Locked
rain
the
in
left
10
front
minutes.
that time. Yeah, we have 6 laps to go. You think it's going to happen or no?
Oh, yeah. These cars are too slow.
INF crosses the line. 6 to go right there. He has 13 overall wins in F2, combined with sprints and features. He's the Season 1 champion, and he leads the points. Actually, he's third in points, trying to get back-to-back championships in F2. Clean can't close. Days and Ducky side by side. Ducky crosses Days over. Nice move by Ducky. Keeps it clean, but he is now not in the preferred lane. He's going to get behind Days. Or sorry, yeah, behind Days. But Days goes deep. Ducky goes on the bottom in the banked curve. Gets a run off. I thought the run would come from Days on the top, but Ducky, no. Ducky made it work. Now sticks his nose in there. Oh my goodness, Ducky, what a good move. Oh, and then Days gets into the side of him. Ducky's still on the outside. I said, oh my goodness, Ducky. And the first thing I thought of was, oh my goodness, Valentine. I don't know why. Ovo P9, he's still waiting here. Ducky now in the final point. INF pulling away from clean. 5 to go. Safety cars turn off with 3. There is a massive pack right here for the final point. Ovo, Heathen, Ducky, Days. So if something were to happen here, this could be a safety car or a red flag. Alex back here in 11th, but keeping the car pretty clean and on the racetrack, outrunning Cole and Load Broke.
Well, we've had 2 red flags, which is crazy.
This season, yeah. Both in the sprint, right.
Yeah, and when was the last time? Do we have 2 red flags at Baku, or we had one on Australia, I think, in Wheel to Wheels F1, right? Then I don't think we had one. Oh, shit.
We definitely would have had one at Saudi if they had safety cars and red flags turned on. That one race, you know what I'm talking about.
F123, I remember. I was running P5 and a big-ass wreck happened and I could not avoid it. I was unaware.
INF's coming around. Again, the banked corner. 4 to go for him. Nothing really happening right now. Ducky's a little bit on days as Ovo's lost a lot of time. So is Heathen.
I'm going to pit this time, but I'm not pitting.
You heard Nick and Alex say rain in 10 minutes about 5 minutes ago. The skies are becoming a little gray over in the 3rd sector, but nothing yet. And I was also told it might rain at the end of the feature, so that could be interesting.
I don't know how this setup of medium traction control is going to work in the rain. We'll see.
Would you look at that? 4 seconds between first and second, another 4 seconds between second and third, another 4 seconds between third and fourth, another 4 seconds between fourth and fifth, another 4 seconds between fifth and sixth. That's crazy symmetry right there between the top few.
Starting to get a raindrop. I just got one.
I think somebody definitely is going to risk staying out here on dry tires.
I will definitely do it.
So INF takes the flag right there. 3 to go. 5 seconds over clean. And then another 5 seconds over Nick. And another 5 seconds over Sammy. Nick hasn't gotten a podium this season in F2 or F1.
Yeah, I want to tell you, Luke,
have some fun with that.
I have not gotten a top 5. I think I've had, well, I had a top 5 at Spain, I want to say, in the sprint there. But besides that, I have not had a podium in almost a year. When I went to...
Yeah, crazy to think about.
I was going to say, because when I went to Italy, before that is when I won the Netherlands, and that was my last podium.
That's crazy. This is only a sprint race, by the way, guys. This is a 15-lap race. Feels like it was forever because we had that red flag. But we have a whole feature. INF out of the final corner. It's going to be 2 to go for him this time. He's won 2 sprints this season. Looking to win a third. There's an incident in the back. Ducky around.
He's having a good run, too.
Oh, yeah, and he actually was hard in the wall. Debris all over the place. I think he made contact with Days. He's going to fall out of the points, too. That sucks. Not too sure what happened. I didn't get a view of it. The closest battle on track is 2 points. Or, well, now it's up to 3.1 between Heathen and Ducky. Look at the track map. Looks like everybody's evenly spread out. INF out front. Just keeping it nice, neat, and perfect. Remember, he started in 16th. A red flag helped him out. He did the same thing last week, too, you guys, at Austria. He almost won the feature race as well, but he won the sprint. Just impressive. I think that's why he starts on the rear, because he knows he's really fast at these tracks and he likes the challenge to get up to the front. And you know what's crazy? If Nick were to get a podium here, it would be his first podium finish in an open wheel car since his win in Zandvoort. So, pretty crazy what happened at the same exact track. Oh, clean off in the wall right there. He's going to lose a lot of time to Nick. INF 1 lap to go. He is out in front. Lap car ahead of him needs to be careful. That's load broke. He has a lot of time. He has 7 seconds back to clean. He could back off and be easy. Does not want to mess around with that. Sammy gaining a little time on Nick, but Nick's probably just taking it easy knowing he has it in the bag.
Pretty much.
INF still pushing with all his might through the first and second sector right now. He's all over load broke. Load broke sees the blue flag right there. Does not get out of the way. Oh, but he hits the curb. He's going to get out of the way now. Is he, though? INF going to Lodbroke's outside. Lodbroke lifts, gets out of the way. INF goes through into the third sector. INF is the all-time winningest driver in UTLR's F2 series. His wins keep stacking up. He keeps climbing UTLR's all-time wins list, where he currently sits in second place ahead of Tomato. INF comes out of the final corner. He's going to win the sprint in the Netherlands. From 16th on the grid, it is Clean who's going to come home in second place. And SP at Zandvoort is going to get his first podium since his F1 win at this very track. He's third. Dude Chef going to come home fourth. Great points for Sammy. Clater, top 5, good points for him. Jay rebounds to P6. Good points for the Prema team. They get third and sixth. They pick up a lot. Something has happened back here. I think... yeah, Obo's had an incident. He then gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to move Days into 7th to get some points. And Ducky, again, for the 3rd consecutive race, is going to pick up 1 singular point. He gets 8th place. 9th for Obo in his first start. He then gets 10th. Alex is going to get 11th. Cole is going to get 12th. Lodbroke, 13th. Well, Nick, there you go.
Well, I'll take a podium. Wow, I'm really happy about that. I can't believe I got a podium. I will have to say, apologize to Days. Like I said, lap 1, I definitely got into him a little bit. I'll have to look at that and see if I had room, or was that just totally me just not knowing. We were side by side going up into turn 2, and I hit him in my door. I also hit Eddie a bunch of times. I almost took him out on accident. But yeah, we'll take
Alex's
it.
house just fucking collapsed. I don't know if you heard that in the background.
I'm having to spray my my pedals. I was having to some lock up on my throttle hung.
Damn.
So anyway, SP
Well-
has got a podium. He might have more podium than Jay this season. Just saying, I might have more. I love you, Dave. This day, I don't know if he's had a podium this year or not. I think he has one.
So Tomato, by winning the pole, by the way, got those 2 extra points, so he's not going to go home pointless in the sprint. Ducky gets the 1. Days gets 2. It's a good amount of points for Prema, 9 points, 6 for Nick, 3 for Jay, so 9 total.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, Jay actually was top 3 in Australia. He did finish top 3 in the sprint, or in the race actually. So yeah, Jay has a podium.
So time for a final discussion between all of us. Who is going to win the feature race?
I think Tomato, since he's not with the back markers, I think Tomato's gonna have a good car. Although rain's coming. HD is very good on strategies. He's starting up front. HD could be someone to watch for. I think, though, I'm going with my boy Clean. I think he's got something in the bag. I think he's going to do it.
You think he's sandbagging?
Oh, you took the words
yeah.
right out of my mouth. Is that I was thinking Clean.
No rain.
No rain. We're going to have a straight race to the finish. It's going to be really hard for INF. It's Coming from the back of the grid unless we get another red flag and safety car. Alex and SP both took clean. If I take clean, does that mean he's going to finish third? I don't know.
Possibly.
We all took Nick in the sprint. He finished third. I don't know. I'm going to go with Tomato. I think he's going to pick up the win here in the feature and Zandvoort get his 6th career win. Good luck, everybody. Good luck to you, Alex, to you, Nick.
Thank you.
Let's get this show on the road. Shout out to all 11 people in the broadcast right now.
Yes, shout out to everybody watching from home or watching from behind the wheel. Have a good race.
Here we go. 5 red lights come on ahead of the feature here in Zandvoort. They're on an extremely long time. It's lights out and away we go. Tomato got a good jump. So did Clean. So did Hunter. Nick got a good one too. Files in behind them. Side by side for a second between Hunter and Clean. Hunter leaves Clean a lot of room. They're going to fight for that second place position, but Hunter goes wide. Nick looking to make a move is going to fall in the 4th. Back behind them. Everyone looks to get single file for the front few spots. Alex from 15th to 12th, or 14th to 12th, sorry. Good start by him. Everyone gets through the corner cleanly, but they're 4 wide back there. Contact looks like between Loadbroke and INF, making severe contact. Up into the S's. This is where we saw the crash last time on lap 1. Looks like everyone's going to get through relatively cleanly, except for Loadbroke, who gets pushed off the track by Ovo. Tomato out to a 1.1 second lead. Clean second, Hunter third, Nick fourth. Contact free the first couple of corners this time, but often in the wall right there. Deport, right as I talked about it, debris all over the racetrack. Yellow flag behind him. Is that maybe Ducky? Yes, it is. Sideways, he makes contact with Jay and Sammy. A lot of stuff going on there. INF up to 10th after starting 16th.
Luke, that thing exactly happened that we were talking about during qualifying, where if you get on the rumbles in a couple of corners, it just keeps your car going straight. Exactly what happened to me. Got in the rumbles and I could not turn the corner going into that sector 2 to end sector 2, going into sector 3.
Battle side by side for second. Clean down the inside of Hunter. SP waiting in the wings. Down the inside he goes of Hunter. Hunter leaves the door open, gets up on the curb. Nick's in the preferred groove. Nick gets up and into 3rd place. Jay always talks to Nick about how his win at Zandvoort was a fluke, but I don't see Jay anywhere near the points right now. No, I'm just playing with you, Jay. Please don't kill me. But, yeah, SP keeping up with Hunter, too, for or, what, that was Clean that pass? What the heck? I'm very confused. That was Clean that SP got by, not Hunter. Hunter's in 2nd. Heathen and Deport a little contact. Deport again often in the grass. INF up to 8th. Clean is trying to keep the pressure on SP, so he keeps the pressure on Hunter. Looks like Clean is struggling a little bit. Detection point is way back there. I think Nick was within a second, but the DRS doesn't turn on until the end of this lap.
Yep.
Coming into the pit lane already. Days from 5th. Early pit strategy.
Was he on mediums?
He is on mediums, yeah.
That's why. They wanted me to do the same thing. Because we used our extra set of mediums in the red flag when it came out.
Nick on the inside rides the curb, pulls away from Clean, who's 1.3 seconds off the pace now. And Nick is in the DRS range of Hunter for second. Very nicely done by Nick so far in this race. Days is going to come out of the pits ahead of Ducky, behind Alex by 10 seconds, has a bunch of clean air. INF up to 6th place, gets by Heathen. 2 seconds behind Clater, and then 5 seconds behind Clean. Then it's going to be 2 seconds behind Nick. Why is Clean so far off the pace, Nick? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. Maybe saving his stuff?
He's on mediums. Maybe that's why. Nick, by the way, the only driver inside the top 14 on softs. Nick, what's your move with that?
I have
Oh,
a strategy.
yellow flag right here. Somebody's around. It's Jay. Falls to 11th.
Oh, shit.
Alex and I think Cole off the track right there. Alex, what happened?
I got in his back of him by mistake. He broke a lot sooner than I did.
Yeah, interesting. As Ovo comes into the pit lane, maybe clean. I thought maybe he was saving his stuff like Nick said, but maybe he's just on these medium tires, wants to run them long. So yeah, maybe he is saving his stuff. He's 2.5 seconds now behind Nick, who's still within a second of Hunter. I think they swapped accounts. I think Clean is driving SP's car and SP's driving Clean's car.
That would be funny. But I don't think that's the case, Luke. I'm having my legacy run right now.
Oh yeah, and a safety car would definitely, I think it would help you out. You'd be on a different strategy than everybody else. You'd have a tire advantage. What's interesting to me is Days, Ducky, and Ovo switched off of the mediums onto a soft tire, which is what Nick is already on, and they're going to try and run this a long ways. Days down the inside of Alex right there. That was very aggressive. No, a little bit of contact, nothing crazy. Days goes deep, dips the tire into the gravel, trying to get up to Cole. Cole's a little off pace, but he's keeping it on the track, so that's all you could ask for.
I have a strategy, Luke, but I need to run 12 laps on these soft tires. Maybe 13 to do my strategy.
What are you thinking?
Well, my medium...
Soft to super soft?
No, soft to medium. But the mediums is what I ran in the sprint. And they're cooked. Because I had to change it during the red flag. Oh, HD hard.
Into the wall or into the corner?
He hit the fucking, the sign. He was hard.
So off in the grass.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done.
INF all over Clater for 5th, but they're 8 seconds behind yellow in the first sector. I assume it's for somebody in the back. Yes, it is. It is Ovo who is spun around in the bank section in sector 1. INF gets by Clater. He has 8 seconds to clean and about 10 seconds to Nick. Nick, you think you could hold INF back 10 seconds for 14 laps?
Nope.
Not going to happen. Clean comes into the pit lane from 4th on the cooked mediums. SP almost into, Alex almost into Ducky. I think that's why he was making noises. INF into the pit lane right behind Clean. Clean puts on the softs from the mediums. INF goes from the mediums to the softs as well. But he's going to come out in traffic. He's going to come out behind Days, who already pitted.
Good God, we got one around. Ducky's around on the front stretch. Contact with
Hard
Cole.
into the wall. Yeah, debris flying everywhere. No safety car or virtual safety car. We haven't seen any type of safety car, by the way, tonight. We've only seen a red flag.
Cole being very aggressive right now on the blocks, holding up INF. They made slight contact after contact with him and Ducky as well. I'm seeing debris fly off of INF's car or Cole's car.
Yeah, there's debris coming off of one of them. INF is stuck behind Cole. Cole goes wide, though, and INF's going to go through. Got held up a lot right there, though. That might help Nick's chances at doubling up on podiums this weekend. Nick said he's going to run long and then pit late. That's what he has to do. Everybody who's on these mediums right now, I assume, are on the mediums from the sprint.
Yep.
So Nick's actually on a great strategy, in my opinion. He's using the clean air to pull away on the new tires instead of being stuck. Somebody's around. I think it's Ducky.
Okay.
It is Ducky.
Yeah, that was my point. I want to stay in front. I want to wait until at least Clater or Heathen pit, and then I will pit as well.
Somehow we haven't had a DNF yet. Loadbroke's in the pit, so is Cole. So is Alex. Now, Days is 5 seconds ahead of INF, and he's already made his pit stop. Clean is about about 12 seconds ahead. Looking still on board with Clean, see what he can do. He's coming up on Jay. It's Tomato right now over Hunter by 6.5 seconds, and then SP back by 3.5. Battle for 4th heating up. Heathen all over Clater right now. So I don't think Clean was saving his tires, Nick. I think he was honestly that slow. Those tires were that cooked. Oh, yellow went right in front of the leaders, I think. Yeah, that's a load broke, or sorry, Ovo around. Jay's in the pits, SP's teammate. He's going to put the soft tires on. He's had enough. INF sets the fastest lap of the race in that clean air, so it's going to get the drivers who stayed out a little bit longer, it's going to get their attention. I heard somebody in the gravel as I was switching through there. Jay's going to come out with a lot of clean air here, a whole straightaway. Yellow flag, is that maybe Ducky around again? Yes, it is, in the gravel. Trying to spin it around. He's waiting for cars to go by so he can get back onto the circuit. Horrible luck for Ducky. Mid-pack battles really heating up. Everybody behind Clater starting to stack up. Clean, who's already pitted, is in this stack. Sammy's here. Eddie's here. Oh, hard in the wall and out of the session. Ducky, safety car. That is going to tremendously help everybody who stayed out and hurt everybody who pit. I don't actually think this is what Nick wanted at all.
No. This is not what I needed. I was going to pit next time by, too. I was really coming in. Damn it.
Heathen's gonna get his pit stop done.
I was just catching Cole too on pace.
Well, I'm gonna be on used mediums, but I don't think the safety. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say if the safety car is ahead enough, like I don't know. My mediums might not be too bad though, because like we had the red flag, but I don't think I put a lot of laps on them, so maybe it's okay. I'll have to put them.
Look at the F2 admin chat.
What does it say? I can't read it.
I'm not reading that out loud.
Okay, but who wrecked anyway?
Ducky.
Ducky. So yeah, I mean, SP, HD, Tomato are going to get that free pit stop, and they're going to come out in that order. They're going to come out 1, 2, 3, but Nick's going to be at a severe disadvantage. Because he's going to put on those old medium, the old medium tires.
I'm going to need another quick safety car, and then I can pit.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, and now Alex is out of the session.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I think he
Red
crashed
flag!
into Cole.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, they're both around. Red flag in the pits.
And I put the mediums on! I can put the softs on!
Why are you
Wait,
fucking
Alex
doing
saved
that?
me! Wait, Alex, you didn't save me. Fuck you. You didn't save me.
Yeah, I think you actually did, because you put the mediums on. Now you can switch to the softs. You switched compounds.
I know I have a fresh pair of softs.
That's
And then Cole, I think, was just sitting in the middle of the track there, and Alex had nowhere to go and just plowed into him. So we get a red flag in the feature and the sprint. And one safety car. Who would have thought about 2 red flags? Nick, did it let you put the new softs on?
Wait, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it counted as me putting mediums on.
The mediums were on your car. Just do it. I got it on camera. So if you get disqualified, we'll overcharge it. Whatever. Here we go. Gonna go back green with 8 laps to go in the feature in Zandvoort. It is lights out and away we go. It is jump start for Ovo. Tomato got a good jump. Hunter got a good one too. Nick's going to hold 3rd. Clater's going to hold 4th. Deport's in the top 5. Clean is stuck back in the pack. Contact right there. Clean gets muscled out of the way by Sammy. And Clean is stuck behind his teammate right now. Clater all over Nick. Nick went with the old mediums.
It said I couldn't do it. I couldn't put my softs on because I would have a bad strategy. Or something like, It's alright.
Well, 8 laps to go. They already have a 1.3 second advantage over Nick. Those old mediums are not going to be really good for Nick at all. He gets bumped behind from Clater. Clater's still bumping into him. Still bumping into him. And Clean's off and in the wall. Nick's off in the wall. Not too sure what Clater was doing there. Just completely used up Nick. Got Clean in the wall too as a part of that. Tomato out in front. Right over HD by 0.6 of a second. Safety car, or sorry, DRS not going to turn on for a little bit. Heathen's around. Little contact with the wall, but no damage. Oh, INF, and he's almost in a daze. His daze is off in the grass. INF's up to 5th. He's going to have a real shot trying to win this side-by-side for the lead. Hunter down the inside of Tomato, who goes wide to try and get the arc and get the corner off. Tomato is still there, but Hunter takes the lead. SP needs another safety car so he can switch off of those mediums. He needs somebody to wreck. Ovo and Heathen in the pits. Ovo to serve his drive-through. Heathen to get a new front wing. INF trying to catch Deport, who's in 4th. Sammy all over Nick, who got a little bit squirrely right there on the curb. Days down in 8th, trying to get there as well. Jay in 9th, Clean is 10th. He is damaged, so you know he's not happy. Big stack right here. The two Premas are together. Then there's the high-tech car, the art car. Oh, Nick just getting out of the way. Tomato losing time to Hunter right now. 1.2 seconds behind him. These two started in the top 4. Tomato pulled away by 7 seconds on the last run. Why is he not right now? Very interesting. 1.1 seconds behind Hunter, and Clater is in the DRS of Tomato. Clater all over Tomato. Oh, a lot of movement happening right here. I think Deport's off in the gravel. Yeah, he was. Lost spots to Daze. Sammy. Now Jay. Here comes Clean on his Carlin teammate. This team last season were the Constructors champions with Nick and Jay. Clean gets by Deport up to 8th. Jay is 7th. Nick, your Cinderella story is over for now. I know you're pretty upset with that.
You win some, you lose some, man. The safety car came out the worst possible time. And the thing with the mediums, you have to complete one full lap on them. You can't just throw them on and then take them off like I just did. So that kind of killed it.
What I'm watching right now is Clater in 3rd place. His soft tires are 2 laps newer than Hunter and Tomato. That's what he got for staying out longer, and then the red flag. He is in DRS. The top 3 are in DRS of each other, and Clater, like I said, has that advantage on tires. Could he be looking at his 2nd ever F2 win?
Very possible for that.
He won at Austria last season in the feature. Tomato all over Hunter for the lead. Clater waiting in the wings. He's about 0.8 of a second back, now 9. Now 1 second. Tomato's going to keep it. We're all over HD. I just realized we're coming to 5 to go. So again, we're going to have another banger on our hands. Alex, and you're out of the race, so you could actually see this one.
Yeah, trying to calm down because that was very, very frustrating. And the thing is trying to not DNF and this season. So coming off of that rush. But no, great race here is on tap. HD is definitely on a wild strategy. Question is, can he hold off Tomato for these last 5 laps? HD is known for a good strategy call, but can he hold off one of the best back behind him.
Well, HC's also known for being crazy aggressive. We saw him spin out for and into the wall hard. Clater for 30 got on the curb like we mentioned.
And here comes the
went
pass
straight
lead,
on.
side by side down the straightaway. Tomato out ahead, and he clears HD for the race lead. Off in turn number 1, Tomato locks the right front or left front up on the car, and there goes Tomato to the race lead.
Yeah, he's in the race lead now, but I think Hunter has enough pace to keep up with him, especially with the DRS. Another left front lock up there for Tomato. I'm sure you saw that.
Yes, indeed. And all that's doing is wearing out that left front, and you see HD is not doing that so much. So, don't know if it impacted the tires that much, but you know, if Tomato is pushing the car that hard and keeps on locking it up, it could help HD out in a couple of corners.
And a crazy battle back here. I just watched Clean go 3 wide to pass Days and Duchev. Sammy got through it though, but he got ahead of Days. That was crazy right there.
I think it's just now heating up from that red flag there. Things are about to start heating up here.
Yeah, poor Clater was in the best position to win this race, in my opinion, and got on that curb coming into the bank section in the final corner, and the car just went straight. Like we mentioned, Alex, we made it a focal point. Said it happened to you.
Yeah, exactly what happened to Claire happened to me. I got up on the curb, and car just did not turn at all. I was turning as hard as I could, would not turn. So, I know the feeling from Clater.
Whoa.
Now down to 3 laps to go for Tomato. HD, another lockup, but HD closes the gap down into turn number 1 here. Down to 4
Yeah, he
tenths.
did. And Tomato was weaving so hard he almost went down the pit lane, just like what Joseph Newgarden did at the Indy 500. HD's there though. He's still within half a second. And like Nick said, it's so hard to pass on this track because there's so many technical corners and the DRS zones are so short. So you have to be really close to get the pass off. With 4 to go, coming to 3, I think, you know, Hunter's in a good spot, but he needs Tomato to make a little mistake.
He needs to keep pressure on Tomato just long enough for Tomato to try to push the car just that much harder into a mistake that HD is wanting. Like you said, with the DRS zones being so small, but if he can just stay right where he's at and close little by little, he can have enough to capitalize in the DRS zones. Maybe not pass them, but just get enough where he can get to his bumper and have a good opportunity heading into the corners.
See right there, he gave up so much on exit to get into the corner better that he lost about 0.3 of a second. Now he's going to get the DRS and he'll close back into about half a second. But he's not close enough to make that move. You see Tomato do it again with the weaving, almost going down pit road. Hunter's not going to fall for that, and look, he gains about 0.4. He's down to now under half a second. Look at the
Look
send.
at that. Wow.
I mean, it worked. Yeah.
It got him down to, it lost maybe about a tenth of a second right there, but it helped him gain about 2 overall. The Tomato locking it up again.
Yeah, Tomato does that a lot. He locks up the tire. It slows the car down, but he does not, like, you know, you have to be careful with tire wear. If you lock it up too long, it could go flat. You just got to be careful. Nick is pretty much in 10th place right now, by the way, with a secured point. Nick, with them pitting behind you, you're probably pretty upset, but like you said, it's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not happy. It's no one's fault. Oh!
Ooh.
Jay! Ah!
Jay is sitting in the middle of the track.
I fucking flipped
Nick,
his ass. I got collision with Jay.
look at this, Alex. Hunter's closer to Tomato this time than he was last time. Now, it's only by about 0.2 of a second, so it'll mean he'll probably get down to about 0.3 of a second. But we're coming to 2 to go. He needs to have some pretty flawless laps to get back close enough.
Yeah, you see him, he fell off by about another tenth or 2 coming off of that penultimate corner, but trying to close it back in here into turn 1. He sends it deep into the turn. We'll see how it benefits him.
It worked. He kept the ground he closed in, and now he is all over him as we go into the bank section in the sector 1, and he's there. Now, what we need, if you want to make this track better, is a DRS zone up through this section, up through the S's. That would be pretty entertaining.
God. I would love that so much.
Battle for third, Clean, INF, and Clater.
He's holding steady
look at that?
at 5/10.
What I was going to say, Alex, is would you look at that? The top 4, again, the top 4 championship contenders, they just always find themselves in that position.
I should get there. Just saying.
This is going to
Ooh,
get
Hunter goes deep.
intense.
It is. How aggressive will Hunter be? You know, he's an aggressive driver. He is closer than he's been recently. Oh, but he missed the apex right there a little bit. Tomato got the apex perfect, but he's about a 10th closer this time than he was last time as we come to the white flag for Tomato. He's close enough. You know, he likes to make that bonsai move.
HD followed him down for a second. Trying to get a run. Last chance.
Yeah, with 1 lap to go, Hunter's going to have one final opportunity side-by-side for the final podium spot between Clean and INF. They swap spots. Hunter with a better entry into the banked corner. But Tomato keeps it. Oh, we got a little loose. Got on the curb, got a little loose. Hunter's within 0.3 of a second now. He's
Hunter's gonna
closing.
have to find out where he can get him. He's lost a couple tenths now.
Hunter aggressive into the corner. Tomato takes it shallow to get the run off. Hunter's close. Yellow flag back behind him. Looks like maybe Jay or Nick with a spin.
It's me.
It's Jay.
No.
But here comes Hunter. He's got an opportunity to go for it. The DRS will open on the front stretch too. Alex, look how close he
Wow.
is. He's all over him. I don't know if he's close enough. I mean, he's 0.3 closer than he was.
It's not going to be close enough. Nope. He lost
Yeah,
it right
not
there.
close enough. Tomato's going to close the gap to the championship lead. 6th career win comes in Zandvoort. From pole position, dominates over Hunter, who gets 2nd in the battle for 3rd. INF's going to miss out. It's going to be Clean in P4. Or Clean P3, INF P4. Clater gets top 5. Sammy gets 6th. Days gets 7th. Deport gets 8th. Nick is going to get 9th. Is that Lodebroke getting a final point again? No points for Jay.
Yeah, Jay just didn't have a good race. He was stuck back in traffic in sprint and in the
Fuck,
feature.
fuck.
And had issues trying to get through the field with
Got
chaos
flat.
ensued.
Yeah, it did.
I take my P9 with the flat.
And Luke, I hate to be off topic just real quick, but just got word there's a horrific incident in the looks like sprint cars, and Stuart Friesen has been injured.
Huh?
They are working on getting him out right now, but horrific. He went higher than the catch fence and got nailed by an oncoming car.
We're at.
So I don't know where they're arresting at, but he's injured. Looks like it. Went to a fireball
that doesn't
upside
look
down.
good.
But Tomato wins in Zandvoort for the 6th time. This guy is just dominant.
Yeah, he is. From pole, when he gets that clean air, he's crazy to beat. With his 23-point lead, by the way, coming into this race in the championship, he's going to extend.
This helps him out a ton. And he's going to look forward to this win as he just amples the time or the difference between him and 2nd place right now. But all this, and we got like what 3-4 weeks left before we hit playoffs, and it's going to be a whole new ball game for the first time ever. The F2 is going to see a playoff system.
Oh, yeah. Update on Stuart Friesen. He's alert and communicating with officials, but they are transporting him.
It was on TV.
That's good to hear.
There's a clip in the chat.
This is very horrific. So glad to hear that he is okay.
How bad was it? Let's see.
Well, we can get the top 3 in here.
Who got second and third tonight? Well, second. But who got third?
Clean.
Okay.
So, who are we interviewing?
Oh, the top 3.
Lane didn't get top 3, or did he?
Yeah, he finished third.
I know, that's crazy. We both got fucked. Yeah, that's why I threw on the softs. Same. Uh, also, let's. I started on softs because I knew that was gonna happen. I was gonna pit the next time by, and the fucking safety car came out, and I was like, Alex decided to die in the corner. I was having fun. I was hanging with you for a while. I hung out with HD. I was cruising behind him. I was having a good old time, and then that fucking. Yeah,
Yeah,
that didn't help.
you can thank Cole. You can thank Cole for that. Cole was passing the pace car or the safety car, and as soon as he got by the safety car, he stopped in the middle of the track, and I plowed him.
All right, let's get interviews underway. I'm gonna interview Clean.
I want HD.
I'm gonna go first. You guys do whoever. Let me get Clean first. You guys decide whatever. Okay, wait, Clean, you got coffee. Yes, you do. Good. Clear your audio. Um, very, very nice job tonight. You looked like you were a hot shot. You were fucking flying and all that. You did very good. Sprint race, that was interesting. We won't mention that. But the sprint or the feature race, that was also interesting. We're not going to mention that. But you finished third. You had to fight through a lot of different strategies all throughout the race with what you had, and you ended up P3 somehow. You were in the gravel spinning out, and somehow you still got third. So, good job on that. What more did you need there tonight to maybe run down Tomato and HD for maybe a better position?
Less red flags, less safety cars. I had no tires in the end of the sprint or the end of the race. I blew my tire actually out of the last corner, so that's fun. But overall, it was okay. But just needed less red flags, less cautions, less wrecks. Just overall.
Yeah. So let me ask you another question, good sir. You're very good. You actually got passed by SP for the first time this season on speed. Um, kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Um, but overall, you did very good tonight. What can we expect from you for the next few weeks? I know some of your favorite tracks are coming up soon. I'm actually just saying that. I have no idea what tracks are coming up, so I'm gonna assume the next few are your favorite. But what tracks are you looking forward to? Because I think Brazil is next, and then I think Coda's next. It could be wrong. So
Uh,
Brazil and Coda, what do you think of those?
I like those tracks. Honestly, kind of want some street courses mainly. So I don't know how many there are on schedule, but that's mainly what I like to run, what I'm good at, all the technical tracks. So overall, I'm happy with those tracks, but definitely not my best.
Okay, so like I said, it was your best track, even though I didn't know it was your best track. Um, well, I'll say congrats to you. INF's not here, so I can't ask him what he ate for dinner. So I'll ask you what you ate for dinner.
I had steak, broccoli, and some rice.
That sounds so fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, Clean, this has been SP interviewing NMG Clean from third place on the podium of the UTLR F2 series at the Netherlands Zandvoort. Okay, anyway, moving on to Mr. Second Place HD. Next up, whoever wants him, go ahead.
what an interview that was by
Shut the
ST.
fuck
Holy
up,
hell.
Alex. I don't want to hear from you. You crashed under safety car and made a red flag. I don't want
It
to
wasn't
hear
my
it.
fault. Videos in the admin chat. Mm,
Cole was sat sideways in the middle of the track.
Cole was
Freaking
stopped in the
Noah
middle of the
did this
track.
like it's Daytona and just dumped me.
I don't. Okay, can we before we move on to the next interviews, can we talk about that restart in the sprint where we were 4 wide for the fucking lead? Can we talk about that for a second? Like, what the
That was
fuck was
wild.
that? You guys sat in the corner and I hit the wall. You hit me. You hit me. I was on the inside. I was on the
Broke.
inside. You guys were
You broke
wrecked.
the end plate.
That shit was so fun though. I had fun.
Yeah, yeah, that's awful. Oh god, that's horrible.
Well,
Okay.
Anyway,
we
Anyways,
got Alex down there with
yes.
HD.
HD, my man, dude. After I wrecked out, it was such a battle to watch with you and Tomato there. What else could you think you could have done, man? Like you were all over him, trying to find a way around him. You closed the door, and then you got loose. Lost about 4 or 5 tenths there in the last 5 laps of that feature. I mean, walk us through what your mind was going through those last couple laps there.
It's damn Sector 3, man. Goddamn Sector 3. I couldn't do it right. It's literally just 3 corners, but I'd mess up the first one, and then the second one I wouldn't get as good of an entry into it as I'd like to, and then down the straight I just gained what I lost. So I was effectively doing a whole lot. I was eating a big old nothing burger in Sector 3 all night pretty much. So I don't that there wasn't much more for me to do, honestly. I could keep up with him in sectors 1 and 2, but then I just lose it all in 3, so it didn't really matter anyway. But considering how horrible the sprint went, still a little bit pissed off about that. Obviously, just a little bit ticked off. Could have had more points. Probably could have. I would. I wasn't gonna pencil in myself winning the sprint by any means, but I think I had a good shot at it. Yeah, I'm never shooing myself in to win anything, but I'd like to think I at least had my name in the hat. But second's good. I've had a bad little stretch of racing and luck the last couple weeks. Austria and Baku were not kind to me at all. So to just finish second in a feature, the race that counts for more points than the damn sprint does, I'll take it. I mean, I've been relegated. I've been relegated to the jester of the top 4 fastest guys in F2 right now. I'm kind of just the guy that's good but has the race sense of a paper towel stuck inside of a can of tomato sauce. Yeah, I don't know. I drive like a can of tomato sauce sometimes, so yeah. I don't even
Well,
know. I just
well, I
want to
mean,
get
you're
I
stuck
just want to get
behind
to
a
Brazil and get
tomato.
it over with. I just want to get to Brazil and get it over with. I'm tired. I'm tired of Zandvoort. I never want to see this track ever again. I hate this track so much.
Well, I will say, HG, like, how would you compare this track to like the super speedways of F2 or F1? Because it's a very high-paced track with the banking like some like NASCAR style tracks or other motorsports. How do you drive the track for your sake compared to like a typical F1 layout is? Like, this is a very unique track.
It is a very unique track, and I respect it enough that it's actually got some. It's both high speed and technical at the same time. There's not a whole lot of tracks in F1 that are like Zandvoort. There's no tracks that have those 2 high banked corners or anything. So it's definitely an interesting beast to tackle because I know some people who did the high bank lefty in turn 3 or literally turn 3 in sector 1. Some people would run it high like you would at Bristol in a next gen. Some people would tuck it low and just minimize the distance around the track and just minimize the distance. But you I was when I was catching tomato, I was running it tight. I was running it middle. I didn't get too high because I'd probably end up Ricardoing myself if I did that. Um, yeah.
Well,
It's just so difficult. It's just so difficult to get right in F2 cars because you got to just you got to teeter the edge of insanity. There's no runoffs. So if you make a mistake, as you saw that I did in the first stint of the feature race, you hit the curb, you run off, you lose 3 seconds. So you got to teeter that edge of you got to teeter the fine line of speed and precision because if you don't, cross that line, you're gonna pay for it. I did a few times. I almost spun a couple times trying to chase Tomato in Sector 2 because it's real easy to get into the grass. But fun track, I still hate it. I can't admit it's a fun track. I still hate it. That is all.
Fair enough. Well, you did good. You got a second place out of it. How do you take this advantage and take it off into Brazil next week?
It doesn't matter. I still lost points. I can't win. I can't do anything right.
Okay, wait. So let me ask you this one: how does Brazil fare you compared to this track, or overall? Is Brazil
I've
better
I've
of a
s-
track for you?
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Miami's my baby. Brazil's my bitch. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Those are the only two tracks ever that I've won twice at. Period.
It's
So,
crazy that I almost won again tonight here. That would have been funny. I had a great
but
car.
yeah, I'm very excited for Brazil. It's always one of my favorite tracks to run across F1 or F2. I've won 4 times there in my career, and I've got like 4 pole positions there too. So, I'm expecting fireworks at Brazil. I'm very excited. Very excited. I think it'll be a very fun track for the F2 cars. I think it'll race
Awesome.
a lot better than Zandvoort did tonight as well. There's a little bit more room for error in some corners.
Okay, okay. Well, before I let you go, any shout outs from you tonight?
Shout outs Raising Cane's store 317 in Slidell, Louisiana, and shout out my mom. Shout out Chipper Jones. And
Shout
you
out
know what?
Ron
Shout out
Sandberg,
Tyler
Doug.
Shuck. Shout out Tyler Shuck. He's going to lead the Saints to a 4-13 season this year. I'm so excited. Can you hear my sarcasm? Please hear
Oh
my
yes,
sarcasm.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shout out
Pittsburgh
easily.
won
Alex
in 16.
Shout out Alex Bowman for getting a top 10 at Indianapolis. It only took him 9 years. It only took him 9 years. Yeah. Bubba Wallace. Took a picture with Bubba Wallace at Dega. He won at Indy. So shout out Bubba Wallace. Exalta Paint is good. Woo NASCAR. Go Braves. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. We'll see you next week, hopefully in Victory Lane in Brazil.
I doubt it, but thank you for your confidence.
All right, Luke, it's off to you for third place.
First place.
First place.
Alex, you're so
I'm
great.
down here
Okay.
with first place finisher Tomato. Winning again. I told him last week we would see him up here, and truth be told, here he is. Looks like in the sprint, Tomato, you had some bad damage, bad luck, couldn't get in the clean air, couldn't really do anything. But then you got off the pole really well and pulled away, and it was really, really hard for anybody to get by you. I think you actually led every lap with the way the safety cars fell.
Yeah, it was a up and down night. With the sprint race, like you said, was just trying to take it easy on that first lap. Trying to avoid all the chaos, and then made it through the first lap. So I figured I'd got through everything, and I look up in front of me, and there's a car spinning in front of me, and hitting the wall, tires flying everywhere. I tried to avoid it, but just couldn't get out of the way quick enough, and just kind of ended my sprint race there. But luckily, I qualified first and got those 2 extra points, which helps me not lose too much ground. Um, but then in the feature race was eventful in itself too. I was kind of hoping it would have just gone the whole way, but we all know that we're gonna get a safety car, or red flag in there at least once. But yeah, once we got that safety car, I pitted for fresh softs, but then the red flag came out, and that kind of screwed me over a little bit because it automatically switched me onto my qualifying tires, which had some wear on them, which wasn't ideal, but I mean, I guess it could have been a lot worse, but could have been a lot better. But ended up having to fight on those ancient tires, almost blew my left front, but ended up getting it done. But HD definitely put up a good fight.
Yeah, so when you saw the caution, the safety car come out in the feature, and then you're on pit road, changing your tires. Same thing happened to Nick. He gave us an in-depth walkthrough when it actually happened. What were your thoughts? Because Nick thought, I switched the tire, I switched compound, maybe I could switch back. It didn't work. I assume that's what happened to you as well.
Yeah, exact same thing happened to me. The game always switches you over to another set of tires, no matter if it's worse or better or what. It automatically switches you to I think the next best tire set that you have, which is in my opinion kind of dumb. you don't really get an option to keep the one you got, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, and we go to Brazil next week, which we're having a sprint at again. How do you look at Brazil? As it's a pretty open track, high speed. What do you think you'll be, accomplishing there?
Um, I don't really know, to be honest. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But got to put that practice in. Haven't raced F2 on Brazil yet, so I think it'll be a good track. Brazil is always a fun track with F1, so I figure it should be pretty good with the F2 cars, considering they do race overall better than the F1 cars. So I think it'll be a really good race, but not too excited about that sprint race. That sprint race again, but just gonna have to fight through it.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask you a question about the playoffs. I assume you're going to answer it the same way I asked you last week or the week before, but we have now 4 races, actually 3 races to the playoffs. With the point reset, it looks like you're likely going to win the regular season championship and start with the advantage. Has your approach changed any, or are you just going to keep going out there and do what you do best?
Oh yeah, just no approach has changed. Just gonna try and stay as consistent as possible. I did end up getting the most points this weekend, which I was a little surprised about, not finishing so good in the sprint. But things kind of fell into my hands in the feature race, which helped a lot. But yeah, just gonna keep chugging along, stay consistent as possible, and we'll go from there.
All right, congratulations. The floor again is yours. If you got any shout-outs, anything you want to say before I hand it off to everybody else.
Oh, just shout out to HD. He put up a really good fight there towards the end. He was really making me push towards the end. I was having wheel trouble there at the last like 5 laps, so I had to turn it off, and turn it back on. That's what happened when he got the lead there. But I ended up fighting back and passing him, and then I had to keep him behind me, which was pretty challenging. He put up a real good fight with DRS, but it was a great race with HD tonight. Congratulations on the second place finish.
Appreciate it. And I will say, yeah, when I saw you in AI mode, I was like, oh, um, interesting. Okay, all right. I'll take this. I'll take the 3/4 of a lap I'm probably gonna have in the lead, and I'll run with it. I'll run with it. I did. I did. I tried to at least. But yeah, I appreciate it.
It was tough.
You
It was tough
probably
trying to get
deserve
back
to
in
win it
DRS.
by at least 10 plus, but 10 plus, 3 10s, still a win. Doesn't matter. So, hell of a job, bud. Hell of a job.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Well, Alex, Nick, any final thoughts?
No, not for me. Great race. Definitely, like I'll quote Jay with this one, kind of what he's talking about. Baku, we thought was wild. Well, tonight was double or nothing. So 2 red flags in a single night. What more could you ask for? Maybe 3 in upcoming weeks. Hopefully not. But tonight was great all around. Enjoyed it. Definitely the super speedway of the racing here. And we're getting down to the wire here with the playoffs coming up soon. And I'm ready for 2 weeks in. I believe it's will be my last race before I head out to Daytona. It'll be at COTA. So hometown track coming up here in a couple weeks for me.
Yeah, and I want to add on. I think I found something. I found a groove. I think SP gonna be a little faster the next few weeks. I think I found something. So we'll just see what happens. Not gonna say what I'm gonna, how fast I'll be, but like I said, I think I found something. I practiced with my teammate and Clean, the last few weeks, but tonight we found something that I used and had his advice. Paid off. I got a podium. That's good. I think Brazil's going to be really a lot of fun. A lot of DRS zones there. We know Clean has history there with other drivers, not to mention anyone. Tycho. But yeah, nothing to worry about it. Anyway.
God.
Anyway, Brazil's going to be fun. I think the F2 car is going to handle really good, like HD said, like Clean said, Tomato said, they all said. Brazil. It's going to be an action-packed race, that's for sure. I am done.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, before we get out of here, I just want to say the UTLR family extends their condolences to everybody who lost their lives in Midtown Manhattan earlier tonight in that horrific shooting. We also extend our prayers to Stuart Friesen after his horrible crash tonight, after him being transported to the hospital. No update. We hope that he is all right, and we pray for those families down in New York City. But thank you guys for tuning in to UTLR and the F2 series. Me, Nick, Alex, and the rest of the crew will catch you guys next weekend at Brazil. Take it easy.